Hi there, Emmanuel here, and you probably found this video because you're looking into this Guerrilla Trading, probably looking for a Guerrilla Trading review, or I don't know, you found out about it, you thought to yourself, can this help me with my trading, my Forex trading? Does it actually do what it says on the tin? Can I actually make some money with this? Yeah. So I'm going to go into all of that in a second, but firstly, if you're new to the channel and this is your first time or you've been here before and you enjoy the content, then please consider subscribing. Just hit that subscribe button below. Remember to also tick on the bell icon so that anytime I do release a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. And I'm doing that on a regular basis. Anything I think I find out that's going to help you make some more money online, help you do trading, then I'll put a video out there. So make sure you don't miss out on that and hit that subscribe button below. Also as well, if you'd like to get access to the people that I personally trade with, they're 5, 6, 7-figure earners, and they're going to train you on the two very simple patterns that we look for, and we crush it on the Forex trading market using these patterns, and you can get access to that completely for free for next week. Then hang around in a second, I'll show you exactly how you can do that, how you can get access to these people. But anyway, let's get started. So this is Guerrilla Trading. So this is their site. And, you know, in essence, they're a trading company. They're based in the UK. They're a trading company here, and they say they're going to teach you how to trade. They've been around for a little bit of time. And when you go to their site, it's a nice enough site. You know, it's a pretty site. They've got, but what I found about the site is they don't talk too much about their strategy. They get very little talking about the strategy. You get all these pages here, talks about Forex Academy, Forex for beginners, but these are actually what we call pages that they put up for SEO, for ranking on Google, because it's the exact same page. The only thing that changes is this first paragraph here. Yeah, that's all it is, and that's just for ranking purposes, because if you just have a look here, so we go for Forex for beginners, this changes, Forex trading for beginners. The first paragraph changes, but this is all the same. The price, everything is all the same. It doesn't change. Then if I move to the next one, anyone, Forex online, Forex trading courses online, again, same page, just a different paragraph at the beginning. So they're not giving that much away about their strategy, but I went and done some investigation and I dug deeper into it to find out what they're actually teaching and what their strategy is. So they're doing kind of three kind of sections to it. They have something they call the base camp. Now what that is initially is just teaching you the basics of Forex. So that's just going to be complete beginner stuff, you know, why we trade, what is a pip, blah, 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 trend, all that sort of stuff. That's just going to be a complete beginner stuff. But their flagship thing is they have two main trainings, yeah? And I actually had to go here into their video section to find out about that. They have this website overview. There was just a tiny little section on what it's about and not even really explaining it, not even breaking it down, just saying that, oh, we have two sections. But what I found out is that they have one called the bomb strategy. One's called the bomb strategy, one's called the bullet strategy. The bomb strategy is a continuation strategy. Yeah, so going with the trend. The other one, the bullet strategy, is a reversal strategy, so going against the trend. They trade this on 9 pairs only. Yeah, and they only trade it on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so already that for me is like, whoa. You know, they don't do a top down. They just trade it on the 1 hour time frame. And they don't talk about it anywhere here. Do you know what I mean? The only thing they do talk about is, you know, how well people are doing with it. Because they're actually affiliated with FTMO. So they're talking about how, you know, people use this stuff to pass their FTMO, their Guerrilla, their bullet and their what's the other one? Bomb strategy. So what you get for joining and the price, if you didn't see the price, I'll just go back to it very quickly. The price is £499 lifetime access. That is, you only get the one-time lifetime access. You don't get any trials or anything. You pay £499 and that's for one-time access. I mean, you know, it's not a terrible price if you're in there for life. I haven't heard of any upsells or anything like this. So, you know, for what you get, it's not too bad. And I'll tell you what you get for that price. So you get the leader. The leader's name is Joshua. He does 3 trainings or like recaps per week. So the first one he does on a Sunday, and on Sunday he looks at the market, he looks at these 9 pairs, and he tells you what he thinks, where he would be trading them through the week, areas to be kind of keep mindful of, which is good. Yeah, so you can kind of think to yourself, right, I'm going to keep in mind this pair and this area, this section. Then during the week he comes on again on a Tuesday and on a Thursday, and he recaps what happened, whether he got into trades. You know, I heard that he doesn't talk too much about his losers. He talks about, yeah, I got a winner off this and I got a winner off this. So it's not that he's giving you any like live training or anything. There is no signals or anything like that. They call this price action trading. So they don't use indicators, and they just talk about trading off just live price action. Do you know what I mean? Using these 2 strategies of theirs. Yeah. They also have Zoom calls. I think they do those three a week as well, where you can get on with some of the leaders, some of the people that are active in the community, and they'll talk, and maybe they can answer some of your questions as well. They have other things, like they have quite a good community. One of the things I did hear very positive about them is that they have this huge community where everybody's on there trying to help each other. Do you know what I mean? Even some of the leaders, I'll show you it here, even some of the leaders get onto this community as well. Let's have a look. Let me just scroll down and show you. So this is their kind of forum overview, where they have the forums where people come on, they talk about stuff, talk about things they're struggling with. And that used to be something that they used to do offline as well. They had something that they were calling student meetups, and that used to be done offline before the pandemic. But now they've shifted that to online. You get 3 a month. These are like 3-hour calls. But again, what I've been hearing from that is that they actually just kind of, it's almost like they get the people that have done really well, the people that have kind of passed FTMO, and they get them to talk most of the time, these type of people here. And that's what you're getting from the 3 hours, which is fine. You know, you get to ask them questions, you get to see what they're doing right that potentially you're not doing wrong. But I did hear that they slightly push towards, you can use this to get FTMO yourself, and that kind of mentality, you know, that it's just it's so easy. Just do these 2 strategies and you can pass FTMO, which from what I'm hearing, they don't really look at mindset that much. It's more this kind of flashy stuff. I won't say get rich quick, because they do have a lot of information here. So, but it's kind of geared towards that. That's one of the things that I didn't like. Do you know what I mean? So they have got some really good stuff in there, and for the price, it's not overly over the top. One of the things that I did hear is that Joshua says that this trading is discretionary, which means it's just, you just follow exactly what he does. But then I heard that once he says something, then a month later he's trading in the same strategy but in a slightly different way. And he's like, well, I'm an expert sort of thing, so you can't expect it to be exactly the same. But then you can't call it a discretionary like, you know, a trading strategy. It's not discretionary then. It's kind of, you still need to know a little bit about it. So I think for beginners, this wouldn't be too bad. Do you know? The other thing I found out, I went on their site here and I thought, well, let me have a look at some of the free resources, because I was desperate trying to find some examples of the way they traded. So I went for some of the free training here. And this takes me over to this page here, which you can't click away from this. This takes you over to ClickFunnels. And then it starts to sell you on ClickFunnels. You know, I'm like, well, that's got nothing to do with the strategy. And all of these do the same. Every single one of these goes to that same page, and then it clicks you over to ClickFunnels. Like they're promoting ClickFunnels more than all this free training. So it's just a few red flags here, you know, for me. It's just like, you know, the site doesn't even work effectively. So, but there are some things that I did like about it. Do you know what I mean? The community seems to be really, really positive. There's expert traders out there. There's this person, Joshua getting on there and telling you about his trades. The negatives, there are a few negatives to this, but there's negatives to every company. You know, they've got a 4 Trustpilot score. But some of the ones that they're getting down here is like, look, very arrogant stuff. You know, I got some scam claims down there. There were some not nice things that they took my money for for the lifetime when I didn't want it. I just wanted it for the month. They're scammers. I mean, of course, every company gets that. And to their credit, they did go and answer everybody's. But you just don't like to see too much of that when you're going to join a company. Do you know what I mean? And especially with this kind of strategy like this, where they're not being as transparent about what exactly how they trade. So the positives, lovely community. I reckon if you're a beginner or intermediate trader, this would probably help you. Some of the negatives though was that discretionary thing. You say it's discretionary and then you're changing up the strategy slightly in a couple of months time. They only trade off the 1 hour time frame. So that means you have to be, they say you look for your patterns at the end of the 1 hour time frame. So you've got to be on the charts. So that means that's going to disturb your sleep. And also, if you're saying you're a price action trader, you can't trade just off a 1 hour time frame. You've got to do a top down. You've got to see which way is this pair moving. You've got to start from the higher time frames and look on down. This is what amateur traders do when they just look at the 1 hour or the even lower 5 minute, 1 minute time frames, and they trade off that, not knowing that the higher time frame is going in another direction. So I think that's a little bit naive. You got to be careful with that, you know. And yeah, that was the main thing for me. I think you got to do a top down sort of thing. And so definitely some positives. They've got a lot of good stuff there. They've got a lot of support, it seems like. You've got some traders there that you can speak to, but also just not transparent enough for me. And there's a few negatives for me. So, and also you don't just get enough support. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I just want to compare it very quickly to our group here, where the one I said I'm going to give you access to completely for free, we get on every single day, 6 days a week, where you've got access to leaders. These are the leaders I was telling you about. 5, 6, 7 figure earners. These 4 guys here, they get on every single day from 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. GMT. We go over the 2 simple patterns. We go over, there's 2 strategies we have. One's called a smart money trading and one where we use indicators, and that is discretionary. There is no 2 ways about it. We show you exactly the way we trade it. We also have a community, a Discord community here. You can see here where this is the smart money one, where people get on, we all talk, you ask questions, it's all on there. There's one for the quick turn chat as well. That's the one with the indicators I was telling you about, the second strategy. If you're struggling, people get on, they help you with that. We've even got a wins channel just to show you that this thing is working, and you can see where other people are getting their wins. You know, you can just see this, and this is just from today. People getting wins. So you know that this stuff works, and you can ask these people, can you help me, if you need help as well as the help that you get from all the leaders. So compared to the guerrilla trading, for me personally, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But for me personally, I don't think you get enough support here for, if you're, depending on where you are in your journey, where you on what stage of your journey. If you're a beginner or an intermediate, I think you just need a little bit more. You just need a little bit more rather than just, here's a strategy on a 1 hour time frame. And how do you read the markets really? How do you really understand them? Do you know what I mean? So for me personally, Guerrilla is not for me because I'm just so happy with this group I'm with. But, you know, it's worth a try. For the price, I think it's really reasonable for lifetime access. It's a reasonable price, you know. But if you want to come and have a look at what we do, one of the things that the Guerrilla doesn't offer that we do is a trial. Come and have a look. You have next week completely free training to come and see if you even like it. Do you know what I mean? If you want access to that, and access to these groups every single day, Monday all the way through to Friday, then all you got to do, you click the link below this video. Just click on that link, and then you'll get another video that will show you exactly what you need to do to join for next week. Yeah, and it starts Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. GMT, and it goes on all through the week. You can ask as many questions as you want, and you can watch the strategy in action, the 2 strategies, simple patterns that we trade off. Anyway, look, I hope you got some value from this. If you did, please take a second, just give it a thumbs up. Also share it with anyone else you think might get some value from it as well. If you have any comments, any questions at all on anything Guerrilla Trading on our group, and please don't hesitate, just leave it in the comments box below. Once again, thanks for listening. Till next time, you have a great day. Till next time, you take care. I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Take care.